હજી આપણે લાઈવ નથી.
હા, પણ એની લોગિન
નહીં સર, એ આપણે લાઈવ થશું પછી થઈ શકશે.
ઓકે, વેઇટિંગમાં નહીં ખબર પડે?
ના ના, એમાં નહીં પડે સર.
ઓકે. કે પછી પેલો પોલ મારી સ્પીચ પછી કરીએ એવું હોય
તો તમે કહેજો ત્યારે કે સ્ટાર્ટ ધ પોલ એવું કહેજો એટલે હું કરી દઈશ.
હા, એટલે આર યુ એક્સેપ્ટેડ ધેન વીલ હેવ એ પોલ. તો પછી ત્યારે કરશું તો શું છે કે થોડા વધારે લોકો મળશે.
હા સર. હવે સર હું ફેસબુક લાઈવ સ્ટાર્ટ કરી દઉં છું.
ધેન આઈ હેવ ટુ સ્ટાર્ટ ટોકિંગ.
હું કહીશ સર તમને. Sir, I am making it live.
Then I'll start with it.
Sir, just now we are live, sir. So people will start reaching out.
Hi, good evening to everybody. Kem cho, vadakkam, sat sri akal, konnichiwa, bonjour. Hope you are all doing good and nobody is suffering from the word for which we are talking, COVID-19. 2020 has been the world switchover for everybody. And from kid to anybody at the age of 80, they are talking about one thing, COVID-19. The most searched word on the Google is COVID. And we are talking about the same thing. There are a lot of myths and facts. And to decipher that, from a critical care perspective, we have kept this seminar along with my Apollo colleagues, Dr. Manoj Singh and Dr. Ritesh Gajjar. And hope you all are going to enjoy this topic. And if there are some question answers, please be rest sure to raise this in question answer box. Chat box is not made live. So now I'll start with Indrashil University. I'd like to give a brief about Indrashil University, which has been started in loving memory of our founder chairman, Indradan Modi sir and Sheelaben I. Modi. You know, life of Indra Modi sir is such an inspiration that one has to learn a lot of things from him. I personally is lot of admiration for him and I have learned a lot of things from him. You know, he started his journey in 1951 with his wife Sheelaben as the first employee in a small room. And that's how he started his journey. He went on bicycle to sell products, meet with doctors. And that's a journey which started with a big empire. You know, a man who was denied an application to start an industry has made a giant proposition. And I will say that one has to be fortunate enough to work with him or to get a guidance from him. He had a coaster plate on his table which said, whatever be the problem, be a part of solution. And I have been telling to most of my colleagues in IU, be a part of solution, not a problem. He was a humble human being and a far-sighted person with a lot of vision and capabilities. And a lot of incidents has touched my life. I would like to tell a few of them, from his risk-taking capability to such a human being he was, a humble human being. I'll just go through one incident in 2008-9 when we were doing a due diligence of Novex. Novex is a company which is startup things, and we were doing a due diligence since they filed a Chapter 11. And so one of my finance director of Cadila, they said that, it is a risky proposition. So chairman sir one called me in the cabin, and Indravadan Modi sir asked, Abhinand, શું લાગે છે? Since I being an ex-venture capitalist, so I have a different thought process. So I answered to the sir, I think that, getting into a vaccine platform technology at this price is quite lucrative and we should go for it. Since it's a listed entity, someday we'll get a prize out of it. So chairman sir laughed and said, Abhinand, ek cheez yaad rakhwani. Always take risk. Risk levathi બે ફાયદા છે. એક તો તમે સક્સેસ ગયા તો ઠીક છે. If you are not there, then there is a lot of learning. And that learning will help you in life. And that's what nowadays I believe, we have got into few of more ventures like energy and it has become successful. Though the finance team may be reserved, but it helps. One more human incident was, when I moved from my rented house to my own house, which I did, and there was a housewarming ceremony, I invited few of them. The next day, sir called me in the cabin. Abhinand, why wasn't I called up? So I thought that, sir, આટલા મોટા માણસ કેવી રીતના હતા કે next time ભૂલતો નહીં, મને જરૂર બોલાવજે અને મારા માટે અત્યારે સ્વીટ લઈ આવ. So that was the humbleness of that person. So you don't forget that part, that he remembers what his employees are doing. And also one of the incidents I'll tell you, he was always on time. ઘડિયાળ ખોટી બતાવે, but I.A. Modi sir will be not going wrong. I was standing outside Marriott Hotel for a wedding reception of a minister's daughter, and chairman sir was able to come for there, and I was waiting eagerly outside. Sir Rolls-Royce car માં આવશે ને હું sir ને લઈને અમે બે અંદર જશું. Suddenly sir came in a WagonR car, નીચેથી ઉતરા અને કે અરે અભિનંદ ભઈલા ક્યાં જોસ? I said that, sir, I was waiting for you કે તમે Rolls-Royce car માં આવશો. ના ભઈલા, આટલી બધી ગળદી ને ભીડ હોય, આટલી મોટી કારમાં તો બહુ વાર લાગે, હું ટાઈમથી મોડો પડી જાઉં. So he was there to find a solution and he came in a WagonR car. So these are the incidents of him which nobody can forget. And I always to take it to the heart and tell to my colleagues everywhere. And this university is starting with a foundation to honor the legacy and compassionate of university's chairman, our Dr. Rajiv I. Modi, who has started that whatever his parents have done so that he can produce many more Rajivs, and they come with excellent academic background. I must tell you that Dr. Modi too has a very tremendous academic background. He comes from IIT Mumbai, University College London, and a PhD from Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's such a high academic background. His vision is far-sighted to take the university to the next level. Along with our Board of Management Chairman, Maheshwar Sahu sir, who is also known as the Vibrant Gujarat Man, a very well industry connect and visionary person, management is well committed to make this university a world-class university and a hallmark of global academic excellence. Giving you a brief about Cadila Pharmaceutical Group, it's not just a pharma group, it's an energy to pharma vertical with machinery, travel, aviation, and not last but the least, the education vertical, which we have started. Now, I will just like to brief you about our Atal Incubation Center, which is an upcoming innovation center. Very few young universities have such a ecosystem with industry-ready labs infra. With Indrashil University at the core with shared layer infra, trained faculties, research staff, we recognize that innovation propels innovation, density spurs collaboration, and a shared purpose drives a thriving community at the campus. And that's where very good infrastructure has been developed at Indrashil University, which very rare kind of thing for a young university like us. And on top of it, we have had a galaxy of eminent scientists and academicians who address the students, from Professor Anil Gupta sir to Brahmachari sir to many more, thanks to our VC sir, which is a rarest interaction of best brains in India to guide our students. And this is where I say that our Honorable Prime Minister has emphasized how to think. We must base a system of education which is based on inquiry, discovery based and analysis based. And that's where IU is there to support the cause of the noble cause. Now, if you look at it, IU within a span of just 2.5 years is striving towards academic excellence and becoming a leader. Generally, any universities take a decade to achieve a big stream, but IU is taking a small strides and is in a leadership position. Like Boss Baby, my son's favorite character, we are striving towards a leadership character. Coming back to the topic of healthcare, since we are going to talk more about the COVID things and everything, I would like to dedicate this webinar to the two giants of healthcare and pharma industry. And one is on the other side is Dr. Pratap Reddy, the chairman of Apollo Hospital, and our chairman, Cadila Pharmaceutical. At that point of time, I.A. Modi sir, they were there, and I was the one who was fortunate enough to click this picture. So I would like to dedicate this to the two giants in healthcare industry, Cadila and Apollo Hospitals, who are at present the partners in Gujarat with Apollo Hospitals Ahmedabad. Not to forget, Dr. Pratap Reddy started his journey at the age of 50. Entrepreneurship journey at the age of 50 is difficult, but then he has achieved a great milestone. Now I would like to request our mentor, Dr. J.S. Yadav sir, to tell. I would just like to brief that Dr. Yadav sir is a living legend in chemistry on itself, with 150 plus patents, 1400 publications, 250 plus PhD scientists, and 27,000 citations. That itself shows the benchmark which he has created for many more scientists to come up in the field of chemistry.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I welcome all the participants in this conference, which is very important, and everybody wants to know about the COVID-19 and also some contribution of Cadila, I'm sure it will be highlighted. For that, we have two speakers today. One is Dr. Manoj Singh, who has several years of experience for critical care, and he has worked in a variety of diseases, in varieties of ways, and one of the most experienced person in our Apollo Hospital. And he has spent more than 15 years in Apollo itself. Then we have a speaker, Dr. Gajjar, again another medical doctor who has taken care of many critical patients. So we'll hear from them about this corona or COVID-19. And our first speaker will be Dr. Gajjar, then followed by Manoj Singh. And I'm sure you stay with us. And you will, at the end of this, you will go with a vast knowledge of COVID-19. What about it? Because you might be hearing all kind of story. I know a lot of WhatsApp, a lot of newspaper, lots of Facebook and all kind of things. But today you will hear from the person who was practicing all this.
Yes.
So it is actually from the practice.
Hi, Vinay.
So thank you. So now I invite Dr. Gajjar to speak.
Before that, I will request all the participants, whether they are excited or not. I would like to go through a poll. Can I have the poll, please? Are all of them excited? Let me see how many of you are excited. The poll is for just 1 minute. I hope you can click. Let me see how many of you are excited. to listen to Dr. Singh and Dr. Gajjar.
But I think the result should be displayed on the screen itself. So
Yeah, we'll display the result. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Just waiting for everybody to see whether they are excited or not. Because I am excited to listen to Dr. Manoj Singh.
I'm excited too, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hope everybody has posted their polls. Can I have the poll results? Yeah. Yeah, actually 93% of them are excited. That's great.
Sir, even 6% should be included in that, except one not much, you know.
Not much,
so
yeah.
99%,
So most,
yes.
99%. So most of them are excited. So I will request either Dr. Gajjar or Dr. Manoj Singh to start with. Okay.
I will raise my hands and start, you know.
Okay.
I've joined. It's the old way to start, you know.
Yes.
Okay, so good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
And thank you, Abhinan, for giving me this opportunity to come over here.
It's our pleasure, sir.
And start. So with permission of the chairs and Professor Yadav, sir, I would start, and maybe I will keep this into multilingual approach as we discussed. Few words in Gujarati, few in Hindi, and then in English, you know. So that will make people understand, because we can see there are almost close to 120 participants and they're growing. And with your permission, I'm going to share my screen. Abhinan, I will share my screen.
Sure, Manoj.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dr. Manoj, just for your information, it is streaming live on Facebook also. So we have some viewers from Facebook also. So the tally goes higher than 120.
Okay, so ma'am, can I, what do you suggest? Which should be the medium of communication?
Yes, sir, anything.
Yeah, okay. So, COVID, મને એવું લાગે છે કે લાસ્ટ ઓલમોસ્ટ 6 મહિનામાં જિંદગી કોવિડથી શરૂઆત થાય છે. આપણે જાગીએ છીએ કોવિડમાં, ઊંઘીએ છીએ કોવિડમાં, ખાઈએ છીએ કોવિડમાં અને એકબીજાથી બીવીએ છીએ કોવિડમાં. બહાર નીકળીને કોઈ ઇન્સાનને જોઈએ તો આંખમાં જોઈને પણ ડર લાગે કે નહીં આને નહીં જોવું, કદાચ કોવિડ હોય તો. અને આપણા કલીગ સાથે બેસીને પણ એવું જ લાગે છે કે આને કદાચ કોવિડ હોય તો મને આપી જશે. એટલે this is the first disease of mankind જેને આટલું ભય લઈ આવ્યો છે. અને we as doctors and as learned persons and all of you as professionals, મારું મેસેજ ફર્સ્ટ જ છે, કોવિડ આવી ગયું છે, રહેવાનું છે, and we will win this battle. એ પછી આપણે જેમ આપણે ઘરની અંદર નાના જીવડા જે ફરતા હોય છે, જેમ ફરતા જ હોય છે એવું એ ફરતો રહેશે, પણ we will not give much attention from the mind. Of course, from the body we have to give, because it is a very dreaded disease. Prevention we have to do, અને જેટલી કાળજી આજે રાખીએ છીએ એટલી જ રાખવાની છે, and we have to continue to give our lifestyle a very big dedication and determination કે હવે કોવિડ છે પણ અમે આવી લાઈફસ્ટાઈલ જીવીએ છીએ કે we will not spread it. Even if we have it, we will get better. So આ લેક્ચર મેં અને ડૉક્ટર રિતેશભાઈ એવી રીતે બનાવ્યું છે કે મારું ફર્સ્ટ હાફ છે basic introduction ki what is COVID, why this name has come, why this alarm is there, what are the basic preventive aspects je tamare karwana. Pachi I will give it to Ritesh, who is our young star. He is there since 4 years with us in Apollo. He is in an active intensive care person, and because હું chest specialist છું, મારો થોડો સ્વાર્થ છે કે ભાઈ લંગ સારા રહે તો બધા સારા રહે. એન્ડ મારી ક્લિનિકનું પણ ટેગલાઇન છે, લેટ્સ બ્રીથ બેટર. એન્ડ નેક્સ્ટ પાર્ટ મારું રહેશે વિચ રિતેશભાઈ વિલ ટેક ઓવર, ઇઝ આપણે આપણી ઇમ્યુનિટી કેવી રીતે બનાવી શકીએ છીએ. આ કોવિડમાં બધા કહે છે જેની ઇમ્યુનિટી સારી એ બચી ગયા, જેની ઇમ્યુનિટી સારી એ લડીને બહાર આવી ગયા. So what are the things where immunity will help us fight this disease? So Ritesh Bhai is going to take that, and then he's also going to discuss a very important drug called Sepsivac. ये આપણને ઇમ્યુનિટીમાં કેવી રીતે હેલ્પ કરે છે. એન્ડ લાસ્ટ બટ નોટ ધ લીસ્ટ, વોટ આર ધ ટ્રીટમેન્ટ? જો તમે હોસ્પિટલ આવો તો અમારી પાસે ટ્રીટમેન્ટમાં શું નવી દવાઓ છે અથવા એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ દવાઓને કેવી રીતે સપોર્ટ કરીએ છીએ, એન્ડ પછી દેન વી વિલ હેવ યોર ક્વેશ્ચન એન્ડ આન્સર્સ. સો COVID-19 એટલે જે બીમારી કોરોના વાયરસથી થઈ અને 2019માં અલગ સ્ટ્રેન આવ્યું, એટલે કોરોના વાયરસ ડિસીઝ 2019ની, એટલે આ બધા ઇનિશિયલ્સ લઈ આને COVID-19 નામ આપ્યું છે. ખાલી સાદી શરદી ખાંસી થઈ જાય ને કોરોના થઈ જાય એવું નથી. અગેન બીકોઝ અત્યારે વરસાદ ચાલી રહ્યું છે, વી આર ઇન ધ રેન્સ એન્ડ દેર ઇઝ અ ડેફિનેટ ડ્રોપ ઇન ધ ટેમ્પરેચર. સિમ્પલ ફ્લૂ મે નોટ બી કોવિડ, એટલે બહુ ડરવાનું નથી. પણ યસ, એવું ફ્લૂ જે જાય નહીં, રેગ્યુલરલી તમને થતું હોય ને આ વખતે એકદમ અલગ બિહેવિયર છે, ઇટ કેન બી COVID-19. સો બીમારીને COVID-19 કહીએ છીએ, વાયરસને કોરોના કહીએ છીએ. સો વોટ ઇઝ કોરોના વાયરસ? It's a large family of virus that may cause illness in humans or animals. એટલે ઇન્સાનમાં અથવા પશુ પક્ષીમાં આ બીમારી હોઈ શકે. અને રિમેમ્બર, જેમ આપણને બધાને ખબર છે કે આ ચાઇનાથી આવ્યું છે, પણ ઓરિજિનલી આ વાયરસ ઇન્સાનમાંથી પહેલા ઇટ વોઝ ઇન maybe bats, that's what they say, and because it is the third time it has struck the world, we will go by chronology કે પહેલા ક્યાં હતું અને કેવી રીતે ઇન્સાનમાં આવ્યું છે. So see this 1 2 3 4 આ સ્ટ્રેન્સ છે કોરોના વાયરસને, જે પહેલાથી છે જ, એવું નથી કે હમણાં જ આવી ગયો છે. સો આ 1 2 3 4 નામની જે સ્ટ્રેન્સ છે which have been commonly associated with our common cold, જે શરદી ખાંસી હું કહું છું, ઘણીવાર આ કોરોના વાયરસની થતી હતી પણ આપણે નામ જાણતા નહોતા. પછી 2002માં there was a disease called SARS. It was severe acute respiratory syndrome caused by coronavirus. It was by the 5th strain. Then 6th strain which was called MERS. MERS એટલે Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. Then came 7th strain which is the most dreaded. એટલે આ જે 7મી વાર કોરોના વાયરસ આ લેવલમાં પકડાયું છે, આ 7મો સ્ટ્રેન છે. એની પહેલા ઇન્સાનને આ 6 સ્ટ્રેન થઈ ચૂકી છે. 5th and 6th have not come to India that one, પણ 1 2 3 4 ઇન્ડિયામાં રહેતી હતી. એટલે એઝ અ ચેસ્ટ સ્પેશિયલિસ્ટ ઘણીવાર અમને વાયરલ ઇન્ફેક્શનમાં કોઈ પેશન્ટ ગયા વર્ષે પૂછતું હતું મને કોનું ઇન્ફેક્શન થયું છે, તો અમારી પાસે આ નાકમાંથી જે સ્વાબ અત્યારે લઈને કોરોના ટેસ્ટ કરીએ છીએ, એવું જ એક સ્વાબમાં કોરોના વાયરસ 2 3 પકડાતા હતા પહેલા પણ. સો દે આર નોટ વેરી સિરિયસ. એ બીમારી બહુ સિરિયસ ક્યારે નહોતી થઈ, ખાલી શરદી ખાંસી થતી હતી અને માણસ ઠીક છે જતો હતો. પણ 5 6 7 આર ડેડલી સ્ટ્રેન. આ જ્યારે જેને થયું છે એ લોકોને તકલીફ વધારે થઈ છે 1 2 3 4 કરતા. તો 5ની વાત કરીએ તો 2002માં એ હોંગકોંગની પાસે એક ફોરેસ્ટની પાસે આ સ્ટ્રેન ચાલુ થઈ હતી. એમાં અગેન ઓરિજિનલી ઇટ વોઝ ઇન ધ બેટ્સ, પછી મિડલ એક બેટ્સમાંથી કોઈ જે એ લોકો જે ફ્રૂટ્સ પર ખાતા હોય એમાંથી મિડલ એક એનિમલમાં ગઈ અને એ એનિમલથી ઇન્સાનમાં આવી. સો there is always an intermediate host. Primary host are bat, intermediate host is an animal, પછી second host becomes human. એટલે પક્ષીથી ઇન્સાનમાં જવા માટે એક મિડલ હોસ્ટની જરૂર છે, જેને ઇન્ટરમીડિયેટ હોસ્ટ કહીએ છીએ. સિમિલરલી MERS જે મિડલ ઇસ્ટ રેસ્પિરેટરી સિન્ડ્રોમ, મિડલ ઇસ્ટ એટલે સાઉદી અરેબિયન કન્ટ્રીઝમાં બેટથી ગઈ કેમલમાં, કેમલથી ગઈ ઇન્સાનમાં. કેમલ became the intermediate host. જે લોકો કેમલની બ્રીડિંગ કરતા, ત્યાં કોમન કમ્યુનિકેશન મોડ ઓફ ટ્રાન્સપોર્ટ કેમલ જ હોય છે. જે લોકો કેમલ સાથે રહેતા એ લોકોથી એ વાયરસ ઇન્સાનમાં હવાથી ગયું હતું, ખાવાથી નહોતું ગયું. નોન વેજીટેરિયનમાં થઈ રહ્યું છે એવું નથી, ખાવાથી નથી ગયું. ઇટ ઇઝ બાય ધ એર, ઇટ ઇઝ બાય કોફ, બાય સ્નીઝિંગ. આ જાનવર તમે ઘરમાં રાખો એવું થાય તો તમને એ થઈ શકે. નાઉ 7th ઇઝ SARS. હવે અગેન સ્ટીલ બીકોઝ ઇટ ઇઝ નોટ ઇવન અ યર, આપણને ખબર નથી કે મિડલ હોસ્ટ કોણ છે. પણ there are unconfirmed reports from China that pangolin નામનું એક એનિમલ છે જેનાથી આ from birds it went to pangolin અને પેંગોલિનથી ઇન્સાનમાં આવ્યું છે. અનકન્ફર્મ છે. ફેબ્રુઆરીમાં WHO એક સ્ટેટમેન્ટ હતું કે કદાચ ઇન્ટરમીડિયેટ હોસ્ટ ચાઇનાના વુહાન પ્રોવિન્સમાં પેંગોલિન હતો, પેંગોલિનથી એ ઇન્સાનમાં આવ્યું છે. પછી એકવાર ઇન્સાનમાં આવ્યા પછી આખી દુનિયામાં ફેલાઈ ગયું છે ડિસેમ્બર 2019થી. સો કઈ ટાઈમલાઈન આપણે જોઈ, આપણે ભૂલી ગયા હોય તો જસ્ટ ટુ રિફ્રેશ, અર્લી 2019માં ઇટ સ્ટાર્ટેડ એન્ડ વુહાનથી ચાલુ થયું હતું. ઓક્ટોબર નવેમ્બરમાં આવું એકાદ જગ્યા પર આવું અકસ્માત લંગ ઇન્ફેક્શનથી લોકો મરતા હતા, તો એટલું ધડાકો નહોતો થયો. અર્લી ડિસેમ્બરથી બીકોઝ સો મેની પીપલ ઓર એક જ ફેમિલીથી બધા ઇન્ફેક્ટ થઈને જતા, સો ધીસ વોઝ સ્ટાર્ટેડ ઇન અર્લી ડિસેમ્બર 2019. 31st December it came out of the news and WHO also picked it, and 30th January it spread to so many countries. યુરોપમાં કોહાડો થયો. યુરોપમાં બહુ બધી કન્ટ્રીઝ તમે સાંભળ્યું છે, સ્પેનમાં, ઇટલીમાં, રિયલી ત્યાં હજારોની સંખ્યામાં એક સાથે જ બીકોઝ ઓફ ટ્રાવેલ, આપણે વર્લ્ડ આપણા માટે સ્મોલ થઈ ગયું છે બીકોઝ ઓફ ટ્રાવેલ. સો વી ગોટ ધીસ બાય મોડ ઓફ ટ્રાવેલ ઓનલી. એક ઇન્સાન બીજા ઇન્સાનને, બીજા ત્રીજાને, વી આર કમિંગ ટુ દેટ કે કેવી રીતે ઇન્સાનને ઇન્ફેક્ટ કરે છે. દેન કમ ભારત. ભારતમાં તમે જો કે ઇન ધ અર્લી માર્ચ we got this and we had the first coronavirus victim in early March, and then 11th March aayu, pachi we declared it, 11th March pandemic was declared. Then till now માની લો તમે ડિસેમ્બર ઓર જાન્યુઆરીથી અત્યાર સુધી 23 મિલિયન લોકોને થઈ ચૂક્યો છે, જેમાંથી 8 લાખની મોત થઈ છે. ઇન્ડિયામાં 31 લાખ કેસીસ રેકોર્ડેડ છે અને જેમાંથી 58,000ની મોત થઈ. સો ધીસ ઇઝ કરંટ સ્ટેટિસ્ટિક્સ. તમે લોકો હવે મને ખ્યાલ છે મારા કેટલા ફ્રેન્ડ્સ, નોન મેડિકલ ફ્રેન્ડ્સ, રોજ આ કોરોના મીટર જોઈએ, રોજ જોઈએ. એટલા એ લોકો ટ્રેન થઈ ગયા છે ને ખાલી એક મેસેજ છોડી દે સવારે વોટ્સએપ યુનિવર્સિટીમાં કે ભાઈ આજે થઈ ગયા એટલા, આજે થઈ ગયા એટલા. અગેન હવે બધા ફ્રસ્ટ્રેટ થઈ ગયા છે, બોર થઈ ગયા છે. દે આર નો લોંગર પુટિંગ ઇટ એનીવેર નાઉ બીકોઝ દે નો that this is going to stay. આ નંબર વધતા જાય, પણ deaths definitely તમે જોશો તો over a period of time deaths have come down because detection જલ્દી થઈ જાય છે, લોકો જલ્દી ટ્રીટ કરી લે છે અને લોકો જલ્દી સારા થઈ રહ્યા છે. સો હવે આટલું સ્ટેટિસ્ટિક્સ જાણીને વોટ શેલ વી ડુ, મને ક્યારે થશે, મને થશે કે નહીં, હું બહાર નીકળીશ ક્યારે મારો બિઝનેસ ચાલુ કરીશ, ક્યારે નોકરી પર જઈને બહાર આવીશ અને ક્યારે મારી યુનિવર્સિટીમાં જાઉં, ક્યારે મને થઈ જાય, તો મારે શું કાળજી રાખવી, is what we are going to discuss today. So what is COVID-19 disease? કયા ચિહ્નોથી આપણને ખબર પડે કે આ કોરોના છે? ફર્સ્ટ ક્લાસિક તો છે ફીવર, ડ્રાય કફ એન્ડ વીકનેસ. પણ એવું જરૂરી નથી કે બધાને આ સિમ્ટમ્સ આવે તો જ કોવિડ હોય. એવું કહેવત છે કે આટલું બધું જે દુનિયામાં ફેલાઈ ગયું છે, ફર્સ્ટ ઇઝ બાય હેલ્ધી વોલેન્ટિયર્સ. મીન્સ અમે જે દાખલા તરીકે આઈ એમ એ ડોક્ટર, દાખલા તરીકે યુ આર યંગ પર્સન, યુ કમ ઇન કોન્ટેક્ટ વિથ અ પર્સન. તો કદાચ તમે કોઈ પેશન્ટને ક્રોસ કરો પણ તમને ઇન્ફેક્શન થયું નથી, તો એ વાયરસ તમારા શરીરમાં રહી શકે છે અને તમે જ્યાં જ્યાં પસાર થાવ ત્યાં બીજાને, ત્રીજાને, ચોથાને, પાંચવાને ઇન્ફેક્ટ કરી શકો છો. સો દેર હેવ બીન સો મેની ઇન્સ્ટન્સીસ. અમારા હોસ્પિટલમાં પણ કેટલાય લોકોને થોડું નાની શરદી ખાંસી થાય એના પછી દે ગેટ બેટર બીકોઝ પ્રોબેબલી દેર ઇમ્યુનિટી સારી છે, અથવા એમની કિસ્મત એવી છે કે એમને માઇલ્ડ એસિમ્પ્ટોમેટિક ડિસીઝ થઈને બંધ થઈ જાય. સો જરૂરી નથી કે આ હોય તો જ કોરોના છે. એના સિવાય પણ ઘણા પેશન્ટ્સને ખાલી હેડેક, ડાયરિયા, પેટમાં દુખે. ઘણા લોકોને તો પહેલું સિમ્ટમ સ્ટ્રોક આવ્યું છે. એલ્ડરલી પેશન્ટ્સને સ્ટ્રોક થઈ જાય અને હોસ્પિટલમાં આવે, કોરોના કરે તો કોરોના પોઝિટિવ આવી જાય. તો આ ક્લાસિક સિમ્ટમ્સ છે, પણ એના સિવાય પણ પેશન્ટ્સને નોન લંગના સિમ્ટમ્સ, એટલે જરૂર નથી કે શરદી, ગળા પકડાઈ જાય તો જ કોવિડ હોય. ઘણા લોકોને ડાયરેક્ટ શ્વાસ ચડી જાય, થોડું તાવ આવે પણ એ ભૂલી જાય, પછી 3-4 દિવસ સીધા શ્વાસ ચડી જાય.
Sorry, sir. Can I interrupt, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, regret, sir. Everyone is requesting for Hindi or English because they are not able to understand Gujarati.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So I will speak in Hindi or English. Yes. Thank you.
Sorry.
तो काफी लोगों को ऐसा कहा जाता है कि ये क्यों फैलता है? ये एसिम्प्टोमेटिक लोगों से ही फैलता है. आपको बुखार है तो ही आप दूसरे को फैलाओगे ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. कई लोगों को ये वायरस उनके हाथ पे, उनके गले में, उनके नाक पे रहता है लेकिन इन्फेक्ट नहीं करता है. वो कोलोनाइजर्स होते हैं, वो कैरियर्स होते हैं. तो वो अगर खांसे, छींके और सामने नॉर्मल एडल्ट बैठा है या एल्डरली बुजुर्ग बैठे हैं उनके साथ, या ऐसे लोग बैठे हैं जिनको रिस्क ज़्यादा है, तो उनको हो सकता है उनसे. सो क्लासिक फीचर फीवर, खांसी और कमजोरी ऐसा हो ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है. और चिन्ह है डायरिया, और सारे चिन्ह आते हैं जिसमें पेशेंट्स को खाली बॉडी एक होता है. बॉडी एक ऐसा होता है कि जो खटिया पकड़ के बैठ जाते हैं और कभी भी उठते नहीं है. 2-2 दिन 3-3 दिन तक वो खाना पीना भी छोड़ देते हैं। ऐसे भी कोई नए चिन्ह आपके घर में किसी को हैं तो ये कोरोना के फीचर हो सकते हैं। अब किसी को ये हुआ तो आगे क्या होता है? तो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, घबराने की बात नहीं है। 80% से ज़्यादा लोग रिकवर हो जाते हैं विदाउट नीडिंग एनी ट्रीटमेंट। देखिए आप, अराउंड 1 आउट ऑफ एवरी 6 जिसको कोविड होता है वो सीरियस हो जाते हैं और उनको डिफिकल्टी इन ब्रीदिंग होता है। और कुछ मरीजों को बॉडी एक और पेन और नेजल कंजेशन, स्टफीनेस होता है, रनिंग नोज होता है, सोर थ्रोट होता है, डायरिया होता है, और उसके बाद वो ठीक हो जाते हैं। सो ये सारे कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ चिन्ह आपको हैं, तो जितना जल्दी आप हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स के पास जाओ, जितना जल्दी ये इलाज लेने में आप दृढ़ता दिखाओ, उतना जल्दी आपको डायग्नोस होगा और उतना ही जल्दी आपका इलाज होकर आप अच्छे हो जाओगे। इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड मतलब, सपोज मैं तो डॉक्टर हूँ, मैं मानो अप्रैल से कोरोना के मरीज की सेवा कर रहा हूँ। अप्रैल से ऑलमोस्ट मानो अहमदाबाद में जब फर्स्ट पेशेंट आया, उसके बाद ऑलमोस्ट विद इन 100 हमारे क्रॉस हुए थे, फर्स्ट 100 में से भी पेशेंट क्रॉस हुए थे। टचवुड, भगवान की दया है, और हमने अपनी आपका प्रिवेंशन भी रखा है और आप लोगों की हमारे पे वो ब्लेसिंग्स रहती है जो हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स अभी तक बचे हैं। तो मान के चलो किसी को कोरोना है और मेरे पास आया तो मुझे वो दे सकता है क्या? द आंसर इज यस। 1 से 14 डेज मतलब 1 से 14 दिन तक इसकी इन्फेक्टिविटी होती है। मतलब आज मुझे कोरोना का वायरस लगा और मैं उसको दे सकूं, ऐसे फर्स्ट 14 डेज जाएंगे तब तक मैं किसी ना किसी को इन्फेक्ट रोज कर रहा हूं। इसीलिए आपने पहले दिन ही श्री मोदी जी को सुना होगा कि भाई आज से हम लॉकडाउन में हैं। 24 मार्च से हम क्यों लॉकडाउन में हैं? क्योंकि ये सबसे पुरानी प्रथा है। ऐसा फ्लू 1918 में आया था, जब भी लॉकडाउन किया था 1918 मतलब 100 साल पहले, तब भी उनको ये पता था कि इसके कोई इलाज नहीं है और दूर रह के ही, अकेले रह के ही इसको हम, इसकी साइकिल को तोड़ सकते हैं। तो किसी भी पेशेंट को अगर आज वायरस आया तो 5वें दिन तक उसको अंदर सिम्टम्स आ सकते हैं। 14 दिन तक सिम्टम्स नहीं आ रहे हैं, इसका मतलब आपको कुछ होने वाला नहीं है। लेकिन अगर आपको बुखार आ जाए तो आज से 5 से 14 दिन तक आप किसी और को इन्फेक्ट कर सकते हो। इसे कहते हैं इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड। मतलब बॉडी के अंदर आ गया है और बॉडी के अंदर पनप रहा है, और या तो आपको तोड़ देगा या आप उसको तोड़ दोगे अपनी इम्यूनिटी से। सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर इम्यूनिटी एंड इट्स फाइटिंग कैपेसिटी, so that is called incubation period। कौन है इस बीमारी से सबसे ज्यादा सीरियस होने के रिस्क में? देखिए, हम बहुत ही अर्ली स्टेज में हैं, बहुत क्लियर कट इंडिकेशन नहीं है। पहले ऐसा कहा जा रहा था जिसको बीपी है, जो एस इनहिबिटर नाम की दवाई लेता है उसको हो सकता है। ये सब अब मिथ्य है। लेकिन फिर भी बहुत हाई बीपी है, अनकंट्रोल बीपी है, किसी को हार्ट डिसीज है, किसी को लंग डिसीज है पहले से ही, किसी की डायलिसिस चल रही है, कोई पहले से कैंसर का मरीज है, ऑलरेडी कोई बेड रिडन है जिसको पुरानी बीमारी की वजह से दवाई लेनी पड़ रही है, या घर पे पहले से ऑक्सीजन पर है। ये पेशेंट्स को कोविड बहुत खतरनाक हो सकता है। जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, कुछ पेशेंट्स डायरेक्टली अब हमारे हॉस्पिटल में आते हैं स्ट्रोक के साथ। तो स्ट्रोक जनरली कोविड में नहीं होता था, ऐसा पहले माना गया है। लेकिन पिछले 6 महीने में वर्ल्ड ओवर ये बड़ा कॉमन हो गया है कि कोई भी स्ट्रोक का पेशेंट आएगा उसको पहले कोरोना कराएंगे। और 1 आउट ऑफ 2 मतलब 50% से ज़्यादा पेशेंट्स अब हमारे पास कोविड के आ रहे हैं कॉजिंग स्ट्रोक, डायरेक्टली स्ट्रोक हो रहा है। तो सबसे ज़्यादा सीनियर लोग, एल्डरली पीपल सबसे ज़्यादा रिस्क में इस बीमारी से सीरियस होने की या हॉस्पिटलाइज होने की। ये फैलता कैसे है? अब बहुत सारे मिथ इसमें है। मेन इसका, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, हवा में फैलता है। हवा में आ गया है अहमदाबाद की आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। आप ये मत सोचो मैं हॉस्पिटल यूनिवर्सिटी जाऊंगा, कॉलेज जाऊंगा या कहीं बाहर जाऊंगा तो मेरे हवा में मिलेगा। नो, हवा में ये तैर नहीं रहा है। इट इज नॉट इन द एयर, इट इज एक्चुअली ओनली ट्रांसमिटेड बाय डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट क्लोज कॉन्टैक्ट। किसी इन्फेक्टेड पेशेंट के पास से आप गुजरे या उसके साथ बैठे, उसके साथ खाना खाया, चाय पिया, और उसने अपने ही सलाइवा से कहीं टच किया, जैसे कई बार क्या होता है अपनी आदत होती है हाथ मुंह पे डालने का, नाक में डालने का, उंगली डालने की, उसने टच किया किसी सरफेस को, उस सरफेस पे रहे और वही सरफेस आपने टच करी, या उसने खांसी करी या बोल रहा है, जैसे यहाँ लिखा है इज टॉकिंग और सिंगिंग और ही इज हैविंग स्नीजिंग, छींक छींक मारा उसने, तो एक खांसी और स्नीजिंग में हजारों वायरस एक्चुअली उसके बाहर निकलेंगे। मास्क पहना है तो कम निकलेंगे, ऐसा नहीं कि मास्क पहना तो नहीं निकलेंगे, निकलेंगे जरूर, लेकिन आपके मुंह पे सीधा डायरेक्ट प्रहार होने का रिस्क कम हो जाता है। सो डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट से ही ये फैल रहा है। ये जानवरों से अब इंसान में नहीं फैल रहा है। वो इनिशियल केस रिपोर्ट से बट अब इट इज ओनली ह्यूमन टू ह्यूमन। आपके पास पेट्स हैं तो पेट इसको नहीं फैला रहे हैं, इसको कोई कुत्ता बिल्ली से ये नहीं फैल रहा है, इट इज ओनली बाय ह्यूमन टू ह्यूमन। सो हमें ही अपने घर में सफाई रखनी है, अपने मन में सफाई रखनी है और अपने आप को स्ट्रांग रखना है कि कभी कोई मरीज हमारे घर में है तो उसके साथ उसका खाना पीने का भी ध्यान रखें, लेकिन उसके रेस्पिरेटरी सेक्रेशन और उसके सलाइवा और उसके रेस्पिरेटरी ड्रॉपलेट से हमें दूर रहना है। जैसे मैंने पूछा या क्या ये एयरबोर्न है, यस एयरबोर्न इज पॉसिबल, बट अभी ऐसा श्योर नहीं है क्योंकि वायरस फॉर्चुनेटली ये कैसा वायरस हैवी है, ये छोटे छोटे डस्ट पार्टिकल जैसे नहीं है कि पड़ा है और उड़ जाएगा, हवा चल रही है पंखा चल रहा है तो उड़ जाएगा, ऐसा उड़ता नहीं है ये वायरस। सो इट इज ओनली इन द प्रॉक्सिमिटी ऑफ अ पेशेंट, मतलब अगर आप पेशेंट के साथ बैठे हो तो उसकी हवा में हो सकता है बिकॉज ही इज टॉकिंग टू यू, बातें कर रहा है, खाना खा रहा है, तब वो हवा में है। लेकिन थोड़ी देर बाद बिकॉज उसका साइज जो है वो छोटा है और हैवी है तो नीचे टपक के गिर जाता है। जहां भी गिरेगा, मतलब सपोज मानो सोफा पे गिरा या टेबल पे गिरा या बेंच पे गिरा या रेलिंग्स पे गिरा, एलिवेटर्स की बटन पे गिरा, वहां वो वायरस मिलता है। ऐसा कहते कई लोग पूछते हैं क्या मेरे को तो सर्दी खांसी नहीं है तो मैं तो एकदम सेफ हूँ, मेरे पेशेंट को तो कुछ भी नहीं है तो मैं सेफ हूँ। नहीं, आंसर नहीं है। अगर उसको कोविड के चिन्ह थे और 14 दिन नहीं हुए हैं तो भी बिना खांसी और बुखार के भी वो आपको इन्फेक्ट कर सकता है। तो रिमेंबर, किसी को कुछ भी सर्दी खांसी हो, सबसे पहला फर्स्ट एड क्या है, आप ये तो अपनी दवा करो और दूसरा आप अपने परिवार से आइसोलेट हो जाओ, उसी दिन से आइसोलेट हो जाओ। भले आपको लगे नहीं मेरे को थोड़ी कोरोना है, ये तो सर्दी खांसी होती रहती है, 1 2 दिन 3 दिन 4 दिन आइसोलेट हो जाओ। अगर आपको कोई भी चिन्ह वापस नहीं आया, थोड़े 1 आध घंटे के लिए आए थे, आप अपने डॉक्टर से पूछो, वो भी बोले नहीं आपको कोविड नहीं है, तो आप आइसोलेट मत हो। अदरवाइज आप अपने ही फैमिली में, अपने ही सराउंडिंग्स में, अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में जहाँ रोज उठ बैठ रहे हैं वहाँ ये कोविड दे सकते हैं। एक्सपर्ट्स ये बिलीव कर रहे हैं कि यंग पीपल में they will not display any symptoms but still will remain contagious. This is one of the main reasons behind rapid and insidious spread of disease. Many people are carrying it but will not be realizing that ये उन्होंने कितने सारे लोगों को दे दिया। इनफैक्ट अभी तो ऐसा हो गया है लोग हमसे भी डरते हैं, बिकॉज मैं भी चेस्ट स्पेशलिस्ट हूँ, मैं राउंड में जाता हूँ, मेरे को देख के लोग मास्क पहन लेते हैं, उनको लगता है इसको तो हो ही गया होगा, इसको तो हमेशा होगा, और मेरे को देख के लोग इतने मास्क पहन लेते हैं। सो वो एक थोड़ा ट्रिक है, लेकिन दैट इज व्हाट इट इज। सो you have to be cautious, everyone has to be cautious in public places, anywhere when you go, आपको मास्क जरूर पहनना। उस पे हम आई एम कमिंग टू दैट, हाउ टू वेयर अ मास्क। अच्छा, अभी कोरोना वायरस दूसरे फ्लू से कैसा सीरियस है, क्या उससे ठीक है, क्या वर्स है, क्यों अभी तक ट्रैवल रिस्ट्रिक्शंस खुले नहीं हैं, मुझे घूमने का बहुत मन है, क्यों इवेंट नहीं हो रहे हैं, क्यों शादियां नहीं हो रही हैं, क्यों मंदिर में नहीं जाने का मना कर रहे हैं, क्यों भीड़ के लिए मना कर रहे हैं, क्यों फंक्शंस कैंसिल हैं। सो लेट अस सी दैट। जब तक इसकी वैक्सीन बहुत कंफर्म ना हो, इम्यूनिटी ना आए, तब तक ये बहुत कंटेजियस है और इट कैन कॉज सीवियर डिसीज और डेथ। सो जब तक मास इम्यूनिटी या इसकी वैक्सीनेशन से इम्यूनिटी प्रिवेंशन जो डॉक्टर रितेश बताएंगे वो ना आ जाए, तब तक ये बहुत कंटेजियस है, तब तक रियली एडवाइजेबल है आप भीड़ में ना जाएं, ऐसा कोई काम ना करें जिसमें भीड़ आपके सामने आ जाए। और दूसरे डिसीज से जरा कंपेयर करना चाहूँगा इनको। अब आप देखिए, हाउ डेडली इज द डिसीज। अगर आपने सुना होगा एक इबोला वायरस करके आया था कुछ साल पहले, उसमें आप देखोगे तो 50% लोग मर गए, 50%, मतलब 1 in 2 आर डाइंग एंड दिस इज अ वेरी सीरियस डिसीज। देन केम मर्स। मर्स मीन्स मिडिल ईस्ट रेस्पिरेटरी सिंड्रोम, जो मैंने आपको बताया था 2003 में आया था, उसमें 34% लोग, मतलब जिसको हुआ 1/3 पीपल डाइड। स्मॉल पॉक्स 30%, सार्स 10%, कोविड अभी ऑलमोस्ट 1% जितना आ गया है। सो 3% बता रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी रिसेंट रिपोर्ट्स आर डेफिनेटली कमिंग डाउन, इट्स बिलो 3%, मीन्स मान कर 3% 3 out of 100 विल डाई। सो इट्स अ वेरी वेरी लेस नंबर। सो इसलिए पैनिक होने की जरूरत नहीं है। और सीजनल फ्लू जो आपको होता था, सर्दी खांसी, अभी तक उसमें 0.1% डेथ था। कितना कंटेजियस है देखिए, आप इसको देखिए। आप कंटेजियस मीन्स एक से दूसरे को क्या रेट है होने का। सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एवरेज रिप्रोडक्टिव रेट ऑफ इन्फेक्शियस डिसीज एंड देयर फेटिलिटी रेट। अगर आप ये ग्राफ में देखेंगे आप, सो इफ यू सी हियर, सो ये तो मोर्टेलिटी का ग्राफ है, इन्फेक्टिविटी का ग्राफ ये वाला है। स्वाइन फ्लू जो पिछले साल तक 2009 से इंडिया में था और वर्ल्ड में भी आ रहा था, उसमें अपने ही इन्फेक्टिव पीरियड में, इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड में, एक पेशेंट एवरेज 1.2 to 1.6 पीपल को इन्फेक्ट कर सकता था। सार में इट वेंट अप टू 2 to 4, कोविड में इट वाज 2 to 2.5, इबोला में इट वाज 1.6 to 2, मर्स में इट वाज वेरी हाई। देखो एक पेशेंट एक स्ट्रेट अवे एक साथ ही वो 2 से 7 लोगों को इन्फेक्ट कर सकता था अपने इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड में। सो ऐसा देखा जाए तो 2 से 2.5 लोगों को इन्फेक्टिव की इसकी आरओ स्केल है, विच इज नॉट लो, इट इज हाई। अगर आप देखोगे स्वाइन फ्लू वाज लेस 1.2 to 1.6, ये ऑलमोस्ट डबल है। सो दैट डेफिनेटली मीन्स कि इससे अभी भी डरने की जरूरत है, उतना ही एहतियात और प्रिकॉशन रखने की जरूरत है जितना आपको मार्च से बोला जा रहा है। ये बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है। ये वायरस मेरे पेशेंट को अभी बैठ के क्या, सपोज हम हमारे क्लिनिक चलाते हैं, सो हमारे पेशेंट आया किसी कोविड का, तो उसके बाद वो जो खांस थूक के गया, उसका जो एनवायरनमेंट है वो कितना गंदा है। सो मान के चलो जो भी जगह पे उसने अपने वायरस गिरा है, द कंडीशन जैसे जिस तरह से उसका सरफेस है, टेम्परेचर है और ह्यूमिडिटी है, उससे काफ़ी फर्क पड़ता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल ऐसा कहा जाता है कि आपके टेबल्स पे, आपकी चेयर्स पे, आपके दूसरे एनवायरमेंटल प्लेस पे जहाँ बैठे हो, वहाँ ये फ्यू आवर्स 2 से 3 घंटे तक अपने आप वो एक्टिव रहता है वो वायरस। मतलब अगर पेशेंट आया तो अगर आपने सफाई नहीं करी या उसको सिम्टम्स है और आपके साथ कल टेबल पे बैठा था और कल रात को जाके उसने उसको बुखार है और आज से वो काम पे नहीं आ रहा है, इसका मतलब आप अगर उसके टेबल शेयर कर रहे थे तो आपके हाथ में भी 100% वो वायरस चला गया है। और कुछ ऑब्जेक्ट्स में जैसे ग्लास पे और ऐसा कहा जा रहा है कि स्टील पे, ये फ्यू आवर्स से डेज मतलब 1-2 दिन तक भी वो जिंदा रह सकता है। सो डीप क्लीनिंग और वेरी मेथोडोलॉजिकल क्लीनिंग इज रिकमेंडेड फॉर ऑल द सर्फेसेस। हाँ मतलब कपड़े पे जिंदा बहुत नहीं रहता, अगर आपने कपड़े पहने हैं और कपड़े धोने दे रहे हैं सो वो फ्यू आवर्स में वो मर जाता है। सो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम जो पहन के आते हैं हॉस्पिटल से, वी कीप इट ऑन द इन सेपरेट वो बस बकेट, और अगले दिन ही फिर धुलवाते हैं। कपड़े में इतना देर तक वो जिंदा रहता नहीं है। आर एंटीबायोटिक्स इफेक्टिव इन प्रिवेंटिंग और ट्रीटिंग कोविड? नो, द आंसर इज नो। एंटीबायोटिक विल नॉट, ये वायरस है, इसके अगेंस्ट एंटीबायोटिक कोई काम करती नहीं है। वियरिंग अ फेस मास्क विल प्रोटेक्ट मी फ्रॉम कोविड। अब आपको मैं फेस मास्क के बारे में थोड़ा बताऊंगा, उसके बाद वी विल गिव इट टू डॉक्टर रितेश। यस, हमें सबको फेस मास्क पहनना चाहिए। आई विल जस्ट शो यू हाउ टू वेयर अ मास्क, एंड मास्क कितने तरह के आते हैं। आप लोगों ने सब देखा होगा, ऐसे मास्क बहुत बन गए हैं, बहुत मार्केट में है। दिस आर द सिंपल मास्क, जिसमें आप लोगों ने ये एक ऐसे मास्क आते हैं, फेस जो सिंपल कपड़े से बने हुए हैं। आप इसको अच्छे से पहन लो। अगर आप बाहर जा रहे हो तो ये पहन के जाओ। वर्क प्लेस में अगर आप बहुत पास बैठे हो तो इसको हमेशा पहन के रखो। इसका करेक्ट टेक्निक पहनने का मैं आपको बता दूं। मान के चलो अंदर का भाग आपके नाक और मुंह को ढक रहा है, तो कभी भी अपना हाथ अंदर मत डालो। और जब भी आप मास्क पहन रहे हो, मान के चलो ये बहुत ही साफ क्रिया है, जैसे आप भगवान का पूजा करते हो, हाथ कैसे हाथ मुंह धो के जाते हो, वैसे हाथ मुंह धो के ही इसको पहना। खाना खाते खाते तुरंत मास्क पहन लिया, ये बहुत ही खराब आदत है। यू हैव टू वॉश योर हैंड्स, माउथ हैज टू बी क्लीन, और ये ड्राई होना चाहिए। गीला होगा, इफ वाटर गोज फ्रॉम हियर टू आउटसाइड, वहां वायरस चिपक सकता है। दैट इज नॉट द वे टू वेयर इट। सो अपने हाथ से पकड़ा, इसको ऐसे रखा, आपके टैग को कान के पीछे ले गए, और नाक के यहाँ पर अगर इसके ऊपर मेटलिक स्ट्रैप है तो उसको दबा के छोड़ दें। और आपको ये देखना है कि आपका मास्क है, देखिए इसको फिट टेस्ट कहते हैं। देखिए आप, मेरे इस मास्क में हवा यहीं से आ रही है, यहीं से निकल रही है, बाहर से हवा नहीं निकल रही। अगर वो हो रहा है तो मास्क का पर्पस नहीं, क्योंकि फिर आपके अंदर भी यहाँ से और यहाँ से मास्क जाएगी। ये मास्क हो गया। तो जैसे आज है बुधवार, तो ये मेरा बुधवार मास्क है, मीन्स इट्स अ वेंसडे मास्क। मैं इसको अब अगले बुधवार ही पहनने वाला हूँ। ये मैं पहनूंगा, बोलते वक्त नहीं निकालूंगा और कुछ काम करते वक्त नहीं निकालूंगा, खाली पानी पीते वक्त, खाना खाते वक्त निकालूंगा। बोर हो जाऊंगा तो यहाँ नहीं रखूंगा, मेरे को सफोकेशन होगा तो मैं यहाँ नहीं रखूंगा, बिकॉज यहाँ रखना मीन्स इसका आउटर सरफेस को गले से एक्सपोज करना हुआ, और यहीं से वायरस आपके बॉडी में यहाँ रह सकता है। और किसी भी क्रिया से जो बाद में आप मुंह धो रहे हो, हाथ धो रहे हो, उससे वो आपके नाक में और मुंह में चला जाएगा, तो इट विल गो इनटू योर बॉडी। और यही है हमारा अपर्चर, जहाँ से वो जाने वाला है बॉडी के अंदर। तो दिस इज अ सिंपल मास्क, जो कपड़े का मास्क है, क्लॉथ मास्क। और ये टाई बहुत अच्छी होनी चाहिए, लूज हैंगिंग मास्क नहीं चलेंगे। और यहाँ रखने की आदत प्लीज छोड़ दो। आपको निकालना है तो पूरा निकाल के रखो, हाथ धो लो, फिर पहनने से पहले वापस हाथ धो के पहनो। So this is the cloth mask. Second mask is the medical mask, जो 2 तरह के मिलते हैं। और अगर आप अफोर्ड कर सकते हो तो N95 मास्क भी रखना चाहिए। कहीं भी पब्लिक प्लेस में जा रहे हो जहां भीड़ आप एंटिसिपेट करते हो, तो ये मास्क आजकल काफी मिलते हैं। दिस इज द मास्क विच आई एम शोइंग यू, स्वासा इस कंपनी का नाम है, ठीक है। ऐसे मास्क हैं जो इस तरह से होते हैं, सेम अपर्चर जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, ये वाले जैसे मास्क हैं ये वाले, और इसमें मेटेलिक स्ट्रैप है। इसका मटेरियल N95 मीन्स 95% ऑफ द पार्टिकुलेट मैटर में जो वायरस आ रहा है वो रोकेगा, ये श्योरिटी देता है। क्लॉथ मास्क इतनी श्योरिटी नहीं देता है, लेकिन क्लॉथ मास्क तभी पहनना है जब आप पेशेंट के साथ नहीं हो, आप जनरली घूम रहे हो, ट्रैवल कर रहे हो, घर जा रहे हो, हॉस्पिटल जा रहे हो, कहीं भी जा रहे हो। हॉस्पिटल के अंदर वी आर एडवाइज टू वेयर दिस मास्क। ये मास्क भी पहनने का टेक्निक वही है जो मैंने आपको बताया। ऐसे करके इसको आप नाक के नीचे से दबा लो, स्ट्रैप आता है इसमें मेटालिक, और इसमें भी पहनने के बाद आपको फिट टेस्ट करना है। आपको लो जोर से सांस अंदर लेनी, बाहर निकालनी, कहीं से और हवा नहीं जानी चाहिए, यहीं से जानी चाहिए, तो ही इसको फिट टेस्ट बराबर कहा जाता है। और स्ट्रैप निकाल के इसको आप इमीडिएटली जब भी जरूरत नहीं है उसको निकाल, और इसको ऐसे, इसका ऐसे मुंह खुला ना रखें, नहीं तो फिर क्या होगा, बाहर के एनवायरनमेंट की हवा वहां चले जाएगी। फिर इसको बंद करके जिस केस में आया था उसी केस में वापस रख दें। और ये भी हम लोग एवरी 5th या 6th डे ही पहनते हैं, मतलब रोज ये मास्क सेम मास्क मत पहनो, इसको पानी में सुखा के अगले दिन वापस वही मास्क पहनना ये एडवाइजेबल नहीं है, बिकॉज यू मे नॉट नो वेदर वो वॉशिंग इतनी इफेक्टिव थी, डर के की गई कि कैजुअली की गई, कितना उससे फर्क पड़ा। सो दिस इज अनदर मास्क। थर्ड काइंड ऑफ मास्क जो हम लोग एज ए रेस्पिरेटरी स्पेशलिस्ट रिकमेंड करते हैं, WHO भी रिकमेंड करता है, इज द N95 मास्क जिसमें हेड स्ट्रैप है। वो सबसे ज्यादा इफेक्टिव है, सबसे ज्यादा लीक प्रूफ है। अब आप देखेंगे मैं कैसे इसको पहन रहा हूँ। इसको कप के रूप में हाथ में पकड़ा है मैंने, और उसके बाद इसको ऐसे रख के, इसका स्ट्रैप, ऊपर वाला स्ट्रैप मैंने ऊपर से रखा, फिर दबा के इसको नीचे वाला स्ट्रैप को मैंने नीचे से ले लिया। तो अगर आप देखोगे तो मेरे जो ऊपर वाला स्ट्रैप है ऊपर जा रहा है, नीचे वाला स्ट्रैप नीचे से आ रहा है, और ये सबसे ज्यादा फिट आपके लिए रहता है। इसमें हवा कहीं से भी जाने की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं है, इसमें आपकी आवाज भी रुकती नहीं है, यू कैन ब्रीथ फ्री फ्रेश एयर। तो एवरी 7th डे मैं ये पहनूंगा, तो 4 बार पहनूंगा, तो एक मास्क मेरा 1 महीने चल जाता है, 4 हफ्ते चल जाता है। और दूसरा, पानी चाय कॉफी कुछ भी नहीं करनी चाहिए, और हमेशा इसको ड्राई हैंड से छूना है, सैनिटाइजर यूज कर लेना है तभी छूना है। तो दिस इज हाउ यू वेयर अ मास्क। और निकालते वक्त भी इसको ऐसे आगे करना है, इसको पकड़ के रखना है, और इसको ऐसे धीरे से निकाल देना। दिस इज अ मोस्ट स्पेसिफिक मास्क। ये हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स के लिए हम एडवाइस करते हैं, बट यस बिकॉज अब सब काम चलने लग गया है, यूनिवर्सिटी भी चल रही है, कॉलेजेस भी चल रहे हैं, इफ यू फील दैट नहीं मेरा पब्लिक एक्सपोजर बहुत है, ये पहनना कोई नुकसानदायक नहीं, यू कैन ऑल्सो परचेज इट एंड गेट इट। सो दिस इज अबाउट मास्क। देन वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट थिंग, हाउ टू वॉश योर हैंड। ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है। अभी मैंने देखा है सैनिटाइजर सबकी जेब में है, सबकी बैग में है, सबकी गाड़ी में है, लेकिन यूज करना उतना ही आलसी है जितना पहले से किया जाता है। सो सैनिटाइजर का मैं सेकंड स्टेप में आऊंगा, पहले मैं आपको हाथ धोना सिखाता हूँ। आई एम जस्ट शोइंग अ वीडियो फ्रॉम WHO. I hope this video plays.
Welcome all to May the 5th, 2020, the WHO Hand Hygiene Campaign Day. In the context of the current pandemic, hand hygiene is becoming more important than ever to public health. In healthcare facilities, proper hand hygiene with alcohol-based hand rub is one of the main pillars for stopping nosocomial spread of the coronavirus, COVID-19, as well as of all the many other viruses and bacteria found in hospitals and responsible for healthcare-associated infections. These infections affect millions of people per year and cause more deaths than malaria, TB, and AIDS combined. The WHO's Save Lives, Clean Your Hands campaign has been celebrated annually on May the 5th since 2009. So far, 142 of the 194 WHO member states have made formal statements pledging their support. More than 20,000 healthcare facilities across 189 countries have committed to improving hand hygiene. There is a special reason why today. I am here with Elizabeth Hero, Chief Nurse Officer at WHO, to introduce you to the 5th of May 2020 campaign. Elizabeth, how is WHO tackling this situation?
This year, the annual 5th May WHO Global Hand Hygiene Campaign is tied to the International Year of the Nurse and the Midwife. not only do we want to promote good hand hygiene and infection prevention and control practices, we also want to recognize the key role of nurses and midwives in preventing avoidable infection. As the largest group of health workers that provide patient-facing care, nurses and midwives are critical in delivering clean care. In many countries, infection control leaders are typically nurses. Therefore, they have a special place in preventing HAIs. Hand hygiene is the single most effective action you can take to reduce the spread of pathogens and prevent infections, including the COVID-19 virus, all the way from the primary to tertiary level of care. Given their proximity to the patient, nurses and midwives are also the best place to advise patients and families on good hand hygiene practices. In childbirth and neonatal care, midwives practicing good hand hygiene can reduce maternal and neonatal mortality and morbidity. However, as revealed by our State of the World's Nursing Report 2020, nurses and midwives have experienced many challenges in their efforts to provide optimal care, but are too often understaffed, under-resourced, and overworked. The global shortage of nurses and midwives is a major challenge to infection prevention because insufficient staff level is linked to increased healthcare-associated infection.
So now we'll see the video officially, which was dedicated.
Hand washing is one of the most important ways you can keep from getting sick and spreading germs to others. Dirty hands spread disease. This hand washing demonstration will show you how hand washing can get rid of germs and chemicals that get on our hands every day. This gel is like the germs and chemicals that we get from things we touch throughout the day, like our toys and pets. If we then rub our eyes, nose, or mouth, or pick up something to eat, the germs or chemicals can get into our bodies and make us sick. Studies have shown that people touch their eyes, nose, and mouth about 25 times every hour without even realizing it. To get rid of these germs and chemicals, CDC recommends you follow these easy steps every time you wash your hands. Wet, lather, scrub, rinse, and dry. We're going to show you the right way to do each step. First, wet your hands with clean running water. Turn off the tap and apply soap. Then, lather your hands by rubbing them together with the soap. Be sure to lather the backs of your hands between your fingers and under your nails. Scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds. If you don't have a cloth nearby, keep scrubbing until you've sung the happy birthday song twice. Rinse your hands well under clean running water. Dry your hands using a clean towel, electric hand dryer, or air dryer. Washing your hands using the steps we just demonstrated is very important to get hands completely clean. Let's see how well we got rid of the germs and chemicals. Great. No more germs and chemicals. Why is this so important? Germs and chemicals from unwashed hands can get into our foods and drinks when they're being prepared or when we're eating or drinking them, which can make us sick. Also, germs and chemicals from unwashed hands can be transferred to other objects like cell phones, tabletops, or toys, and then transferred to other people's hands. That's why it's so important to wash your hands following these steps. Wet, lather, scrub, rinse, and dry so you can stay healthy and help keep those around you healthy. For more information, visit cdc.gov/hand washing.
So that was about the CDC. So ये हुआ इन CDC का वीडियो हैंड वॉशिंग का. दूसरा टेक्निक जो बताया गया है वो है हैंड रबिंग. हैंड रबिंग मीन्स जो आप सैनिटाइजर से यूज कर रहे हैं वो. तो सैनिटाइजर आपको पता है जो अभी मार्केट में आ गए हैं, आप लोग भी सब देख रहे हो, पहले से ही थे. दे आर ऑल अल्कोहल बेस्ड, मीन 75% अल्कोहल बेस्ड उसमें होता है. इट इज ओनली टू बी अप्लाइड फॉर हैंड रबिंग, उसको हम हैंड रबिंग कहते हैं। टेक्निक ऑलमोस्ट सेम है, फिर भी मैं आपको डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करना चाहूँगा। कभी भी आप कोई भी सैनिटाइजर आप ले रहे हो, उसको अपने हथेली में रखो, पाम्स में रखो, देन there are 6 steps how to do it. One step is palm to palm, palm to palm उसको रब करोगे. Second step is palm to back of the hand, palm to back of the hand, similarly of the opposite hand. Then fingers interlacing, fingers interlacing, fingers interlacing मतलब अंदर से ही fingers को करना है. Then thumb, इसमें fingers में हमेशा thumb रह जाती है, तो thumb के लिए separate step है, thumbs. And then finger to the palm, जो nails bed है, जहाँ नाखून के अंदर nail bed है, वहां भी वायरस commonly मिलता है. ऐसे करके आपको कर देना है दोनों हाथ का nail bed. So these are 6 steps of hand rubbing. जैसे उन्होंने बताया, आप 2 बार मन में हैप्पी बर्थडे सॉन्ग कहो, तब तक आपको साबुन से धोना है. लोग क्या करते हैं, साबुन लिया हाथ धोया छोड़ दिया, कभी झाग तो दूर की बात, ये भी नहीं देखते पानी कितना रह गया और साबुन कितना रह गया है. सिमिलरली हैंड रब में ऑल इवोपरेट, सब इवोपरेट हो जाते हैं. तो 20 सेकेंड मिनिमम दे से आपको ये क्रिया करनी है, तब जाके आपका हैंड कंप्लीटली सैनिटाइज हुआ है, तब जाके आप मास्क पहन सकते हो, किसी चीज को टच कर सकते हो और किसी चीज के साथ आप एक्ट कर सकते हो. मीन्स इफ यू वांट टू ड्राइव यू कैन ड्राइव, यू वांट टू गो समवेयर यू कैन गो, बट नेवर खाना खाने से पहले कभी भी हैंड रब से खाए नहीं, क्योंकि अगर वायरस है तो भी वो डेड हो रहा है. सो यू हैव टू डू हैंड वॉशिंग. हैंड वॉशिंग खाना खाने से पहले, कभी भी गंदगी होगी, सॉइल हो गया है, उसके बाद. राइट, सो दिस इज अबाउट हैंड रब एंड हैंड वॉश. देन मेरी लास्ट स्लाइड है, फिर विल कॉल डॉक्टर रितेश टू टेक ओवर फ्रॉम माय स्लाइड. So do's are wash your hands frequently for 20 plus seconds, stay at home and limit contact with others, cover your nose or mouth with handkerchief or tissue while sneezing or coughing, routinely clean frequently spaces and throw used tissue into the closed bins immediately after use, and seek medical help if you are suffering. So यहाँ मैं stop करता हूँ. I will call Dr. Ritesh to take over, then I will join back. Over to you, Ritesh.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You can share your screen if you want.
Good evening, respected faculties and attendees. Thank you, Manoj sir. So, as we know, we have now enough information regarding the COVID transmission and about the virus itself and about the mask which we are using on everyday practice. So I am going to burst many our beliefs, if possible, in my quick encounter. I will not take long. So each day we are bombarded actually with the informations regarding the virus, new informations every day, and the amount of information which we are getting in a day by day in newspapers, telecommunications, or social media are overwhelming. Unfortunately, much of the informations which are provided may not be accurate. And sometimes in such relentless flood of information, it becomes very difficult for us to differentiate what is right from wrong. Even our government is trying their best to provide accurate information to our public or society with the help of telecommunication and social media platforms. But sometimes it becomes difficult to bust certain myths. And such myths are very dangerous because they travel from one person to another on social media very quickly nowadays. And such myths creates actually a sense of self-approval, or we can say a sense of complacency, which create a habit of practices which are not actually correct, which make yourself as well as society at risk. So I have divided the myths related to COVID-19 in separate sections, but we were last talking about the mask. So I will take a minute to add a few points about the mask. First thing is, contrary to every one of you, what we all are actually were believing before this era, that mask is to protect ourselves, but actually it is completely wrong. Mask is to protect others from ourselves. So mask is not intended to protect the wearers. So that's why even cloth mask or even simple mask made up of 3 layers of clothes, it will be effective. What is the difference between mask and respirators? So masks are loose fitting like thing which covers the nose and mouth. What we call them masks. There is nothing brand or standardized logo like N95 or FFP like thing on that. Respirators are actually a tight fitted mask, which Dr. Manoj Singh has demonstrated at last, which head straps. So they create a seal, and it is actually intended to protect the wearers. So there is a difference between mask and the respirators. So mask is intended to protect the others, and respirator is intended to protect ourselves from others. So why we are so much concentrated on mask? So the dictum is, my mask will protect you and your mask will protect me. So indirectly, we all will be protected at the end. So coming to COVID-19 myths related to diagnosis. So first thing here is we are hearing many times that like this is the thing of self-approval. Like you don't have COVID if you can hold your breath for 10 seconds without discomfort. So it is self-approval. It is wrong. It is completely wrong. You cannot conclude this by on your own. Many young patients, even after becoming symptomatic or even after becoming COVID positive, they can hold their breaths for more than 10 seconds. And at the same time, many old age people, despite of other limitations or other diseases, they may not hold their breaths for 5 seconds. So this doesn't mean as a diagnostic test to approve or to rule out the COVID-19. The tests which are going on for COVID-19 are or is 100% accurate. This is one of the very common myth into the society. And if they found the report negative, they get a feeling of satisfaction, and they now become reluctant to follow the other practices like social distancing or isolation, even if they are symptomatic. So this is completely wrong. Actually, no test in the world is 100% accurate. 3 types of testing is going on in India. The gold standard, what we do in hospital setting, is COVID-19 RT-PCR test, which is 100% specific. Means if it is positive, then it is sure that you are having coronavirus infection. But at the same time, look at its sensitivity. It is around 60 to 80% in different settings. So 40 to 20% of the time, even if COVID RT-PCR test found negative, you may having that coronavirus infection and you have to be in isolation, and you may be advised for repeat testing by the doctors. Another two tests are like antibody test and antigen test. Antibody test detects the COVID-19 RT-PCR test is gold standard because it detects the viral genome actually. The COVID antibody test detects the antibody which are generated against the virus, and one more is COVID antigen test, which detects the particles of the virus from your nasopharyngeal or oropharyngeal swabs. So antigen test and antibody test are not 100% accurate, and they are not even yet completely validated by WHO or even such FDA or other such standardized bodies. So antigen test is specific, means if COVID antigen test is positive, then there may not be of COVID RT-PCR test, and you can directly consider as a positive patient, and you can start treatment or go into the isolation as per your symptoms. But if antigen test is negative, it doesn't mean that you don't have COVID virus. If you are symptomatic and if you have negative antigen test, your doctor may advise you to go for gold standard COVID RT-PCR test. So the role of antigen test is only to reduce the burden over the COVID RT-PCR testing facilities. So as I said that in studies, it has found that about 30% of the COVID RT-PCR test may come false negative. And if we increase the testing numbers, the percentage of false negative will also increase. So even if you test negative for the virus, and if you are symptomatic, you should continue to act if you have it and you could spread it. So you should maintain social distancing, hand hygiene, and other proven protocols if you are suspected. One more popular belief regarding to diagnosis is I am immune now because my antibody test is positive. Or in other way, we can say that I am immune as I have already once before 1 month or before 2 months, I was having COVID infection. So I don't have to follow such strict protocols. So it is completely wrong. If you have tested positive for antibodies, it means that you had infection in past or you are currently having infection. But depending on the data which is available, which is very scarce right now, we don't know how protective these antibodies are and how long they will last. So at this point of time, there is not enough evidence about the effectiveness of antibody-mediated immunity to guarantee the accuracy of immune passport or risk-free certificate depending on the antibody test. So if your antibody test is positive, please don't be overconfident regarding your immunity, and please continue to follow all these proven social distancing and all these proven other measures, because it requires months, years of research or data and analysis, which we don't have right now to conclude that presence of antibody means protection like in other diseases we have. Last point is thermal scanners can detect COVID-19. I think it is absolutely wrong. It is not to detect COVID-19. It is to detect one of the most common clinical feature of the COVID-19, which is fever. But as we are now having more and more data available that many patients are asymptomatic, and even many patients who are going to be symptomatic are continue to transfer the virus to other patients even before onset of symptoms. We call it latent period. So why COVID virus is different from swine flu and other virus is that the latent period is shorter than the incubation period. Means if you are having fever after 5 days, but you may start spreading the virus just after 3 days, and at that time you are not having any symptom, but you will have symptom later on. So thermal scanners are just to scan the most common feature of the virus, but it is not 100% accurate. So they cannot detect people who are infected with COVID, and at the same time we should know that there are hundreds or thousands of the causes which may lead to fever. COVID-19 and transmission. So myths related to transmission of the COVID-19 virus. One of the common myths is you can get COVID from your pets. So this myth was in social media after the incidents happened in Hong Kong. A dog was found COVID RT-PCR positive, nasopharyngeal swab of the dog, and later on it was found that actually the owner of the dog was positive and he was actually hospitalized. So it was not the primary infection, it was really infection from the owner. So there is no reason to think that a source of infection can be a pet. Center of Disease Control has not received any reports of pets becoming sick or spreading the virus. However, if you are diagnosed of having COVID-19, you should limit your contact with pets like you limit your contact with the other humans to protect the other people. You can get COVID if you eat at the Chinese restaurants. I think in society sometimes there is a fear about the cuisine food from Chinese restaurants. If you believe it, then we can't eat at even US pizza or even Mexican restaurants. So it is completely wrong. There is currently no evidence that you can catch COVID-19 from food. COVID viruses cannot multiply in food. Actually, viruses are inactive substances. They can get life only inside the human body. But when you go to Chinese restaurant, you should maintain the social distancing and other hand washing and hand hygiene and mask and other protocols as per the local authorities. The new coronavirus can be transmitted through mosquito bites. Again, it is completely wrong. As Dr. has already described, it is transmitted in the form of respiratory droplets from the patient or a person having a virus in their respiratory secretions or saliva when they talk, when they sneeze, when they cough. So the new coronavirus cannot be transmitted through mosquito bites. Children are immune from COVID-19, so they don't have to follow the protocol. This is completely wrong. Although children are less likely to have severe symptoms, but they are not immune. No one is immune from this virus. Anyone can contact COVID-19 virus according to CDC, but adults appears to be at higher risk as compared to children. Next category is COVID-19 and prevention. So myths related to prevention. like one of the very popular in the initial of the COVID-19, that is vitamin C, and everyone had started that tablet Lim C, or lemons and oranges sales were very high in those days. So vitamin C supplements will stop you from catching COVID-19. So I would go against with this belief. This is completely wrong. It can't stop you from catching COVID-19 if you don't follow the protocols of social distancing. No evidence suggests that other so-called immune boosting, not only vitamin C and even other immune boosting agents like zinc or green tea, can prevent you from getting COVID-19. In fact, for most of the people, including me, who are taking vitamin C as a regular dosage in form of lemon water on a daily basis since years, we can't even ward off the common cold. Actually, frequency and severity has been reduced, but still it happens every week or sometimes every month. But it may shorten the duration. It may improve your physiological reserve to maintain your health during the infection. Superfoods like garlic, turmeric, or any other foods which are used as the home remedies in common cold or flu can help you to prevent COVID-19 infection. Again, it is completely wrong. This is a new virus. No one has that antibody, and everyone is equally susceptible to the virus. So garlic and turmeric have antimicrobial properties that are the basis of this myth. Most of the Indians use garlic and turmeric as their daily food habits. So we should use it to maintain our immunity in a good shape. But there is no additional benefit if you take it in excess. The government and Ayush advisory mentioned this to be useful to improve the immunity, but not as a preventive strategies. I mean that you can't feel overconfidence by taking garlic and turmeric every day, drinking lemon every day, and not maintaining social distancing or not wearing masks. That's because you are taking these superfoods. It is wrong. So you may have in a proper dosage these things. At the same time, you have to follow these proven practices of social distancing, hand hygiene, and face mask. Hand dryers are effective in killing the novel coronavirus. It is completely wrong. Hand dryers are not effective. To protect yourself, frequently clean your hands with alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Once hands are clean, you should dry them thoroughly with towels or hand dry. But alcohol-based hand rubs or hand washing is only effective and proven way to prevent the virus. Consuming alcohol can protect you from COVID-19 infections. So this myth was very popular. Like if hand sanitizer was containing 70% alcohol and it is killing the virus, why not consuming the alcohol can kill the virus from our throat? So it is completely wrong. No evidence is there. In fact, alcohol use and subsequent intoxication can affect our other protocols like social distancing and impair hygiene and other infection control measures, and it can make you at risk of getting the infection. Taking a hot bath can prevent COVID-19 infection. When I reach home every day, I take a hot bath, and it creates a sense of protection. It's not a bad thing, but it should be the only thing. Hot baths will not prevent you from catching COVID-19. Even our body has its own temperature controlling mechanism. How hot bath you take, our body will maintain its own temperature between 36.5 to 37.5. Ultraviolet lights can be used to disinfect skin or mouth. I don't know if any one of you have seen videos of some people have invented ultraviolet lights, which you have to take with your mouth open. So it will kill your virus. It will kill the viruses in your mouth or pharynx. I don't think how reliable it is, but it is completely wrong. On the other side, it causes irritation to mucosa, skin, or it may damage your eyes. We actually don't know the frequency and duration of exposure of ultraviolet lights to kill these viruses. So by the time we will follow the hand washing or hand rub protocol till other information is available. Now comparing the hand sanitizer to hand wash, like two people will prefer hand sanitizer and other will prefer hand wash with the soap. So which is better? So actually both are helpful, but the best way, if available, is to clean your hands by washing it with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, if you are not in that situation, then you can use hand sanitizer that is at least having 60% of alcohol. Soap and water are best because they can reach areas of your hands that hand sanitizer cannot always get to. Also, hand sanitizer cannot clean visibly dirty hands. So if you have visibly dirty hands, then soap and water will be the best thing. Okay, so the era of COVID-19 pandemic had led to many confidence generating invention without any scientific basis. And if we make a list, then top list will be disinfection or sanitization tunnel. You may have seen it at the gate of your workplace, gate of the societies, gate of the hospitals, or even at public places like malls or dens or like that, or temples. And they are aimed to spray sodium hypochlorite in a diluted form, in a mist form, and one has to pass through it, and they feel like they are now completely immune or disinfected through this tunnel. So I think this is one of the very wrong practice we followed for some time till WHO declared the advisory against it. So there are 3 points which are against it. First and very genuine point is it missed the target. So the virus is actually in your throat, in your saliva, in your respiratory secretion, and target in your clothes, skin, hairs, eyes, or even your respiratory breaths with such disinfectant which were never even studied on humans for that how harmful it can be. It's completely missing the target. So, and second is it is not effective. Why? Because they are only studied on hard surfaces like floors, like wall of the hospitals or like that. So they are never studied on soft skin or soft clothes. So only a hard non-porous surface can be disinfected in such manner. Soft surfaces such as clothing cannot be disinfected by the way. This is unlikely to be significantly effective against virus traces. And lastly, and most important is health and safety risk. The sodium hypochlorite itself is very hard disinfectant. It can irritate your skin, it can create allergy. If it goes into your deeper tissues of the lung, it can create even a chemical pneumonitis. So World Health, WHO was late, but it's better to late than never before, and has condemned the use of such sprays and tunnels and has released advisory against it. COVID-19 vaccine and herd immunity. So I think we are all waiting for the vaccine, and few of us have popular belief that there will be a vaccine very soon, and there is nothing to worry about from the virus right now. So this is completely wrong. As of now, there is no effective vaccine for COVID-19 from as of now, the 26th August. Researchers are working to develop vaccine, but there is nothing currently available. According to CDC, the best way to prevent infection is to take simple steps like washing your hands with soap and water and avoiding contact with the people who are at or who are sick or who are having COVID-19 infection. To date, just one coronavirus vaccine has been approved, that is Sputnik 5 on 11th August by Moscow Research Institute, but still from a communist country like Russia, and this vaccine has not passed through phase 3 clinical trials for your information. So effective, how safe it is, we don't know. Experts have raised considerable concern about the vaccine's safety and efficacy, given it has not yet entered into phase 3 clinical trials. So they have started using it even before passing the phase 3 clinical trials. Right now, only 4 vaccines are undergoing phase 3 clinical trials. That is inactivated vaccine, CoronaVac, mRNA-1273, and nCoV-AD5 vaccines. So we are waiting for the results. One more popular belief and social media messages was like, we should allow this virus to spread to some extent till it infects a certain percentage of our population, which is about 50 to 60%, so that we will develop a herd immunity and then this virus will be gone, like in other measles and other SARS and other infections we have. So this is very dangerous belief we have. So the concept of herd immunity is like if about 60 to 80% of the population having antibodies against the COVID virus, so out of 10, 8 people will having antibodies. So virus will have difficulties in spreading from one person to other into the society, and there will be a dead end. So this is the concept of herd immunity. And most of the scientists think that 60 to 80% of the population need to be immune. Now, herd immunity can be achieved two ways: by a proper vaccine of the population, which is not available right now. And second is by allowing infection to spread without any control. So the only second way is going on, which is very dangerous. And WHO advised public officials again trying to achieve so-called herd immunity to the coronavirus, allowing it to rapidly spread throughout the communities, because it will overwhelm the hospitals and kill a lot of people. Let's take an example of India. If we have a population of 130 crores, and if we subtract the children's, about that is 20 to 30 crores, and if we want the herd immunity, then at least 50 crores of the population needs to be infected with the virus in absence of vaccine. Right now, today, we are having more than 30 lakhs cases and more than 58,000 deaths. So if we take a ratio, the mortality rate is 1.8%. So out of 100, the mortality is 1.8%. Even if we take it 1%, so out of 50 crores, 1% will be 50 lakhs. So are we ready to lose 50 lakh population for the sake of herd immunity? And at the same time, more than 5 crores ICU admission for the sake of herd immunity? Absolutely no. So it is not the concept we should go for. Coming to immunomodulator or biological response modulator. So as we don't know that antibody mediated immunity, how effective it is, how long it can protect, and how much protective and how much we can rely on it, till we get enough information about the antibody mediated immunity, we are totally dependent on cell mediated immunity to protect against such viruses. So there are certain substances which are in use since long time, works as a immunomodulator or biological response modulator. And one of the substance which are one of the drug which are marketed by the Cadila Pharmaceuticals, that is called Sepsivac. That is the first in the world innovation in sepsis management, and it is an immunotherapy actually, and it is the first in the world innovation. It got approval from the Drug Controller General of India as an immunotherapy treatment in sepsis and septic shock. So it is actually an intradermal injection of heat-killed Mycobacterium W. So concept is similar to BCG vaccine, which we got at the time of birth. So Mycobacterium W, heat kill form given as an intradermal injection, and it creates a cell-mediated immune response in our body. And it is already an indication, Sepsivac is already as an indicated use in leprosy, non-small cell lung cancer, and sepsis. Sorry for the repeat leprosy, it is actually sepsis. And even randomized control trials has found that 11% absolute reduction and 55% of relative reduction in mortality in septic shock. So Sepsivac reduces the days on ventilator, days in ICU, in hospital, and incidence of secondary infection, and days on vasopressor, and reduces the SOFA score, the score which uses to assess the severity in sepsis. It can be a potential candidate to strengthen the cell-mediated immunity of the population in this era of COVID-19, where other modalities are still under research. And last, this is the slide which already we have mentioned, that still there is no proven way. So till we get vaccine, till we get any effective medicine, we should follow the things which are very prudent to make us safe from the COVID-19, that is hand washing, social distancing, limit the contacts, cover your nose and mouth with face mask, and protect the others, and ask others to cover their nose and mouth with face mask and protect us. We should routinely clean frequently touch surfaces like hand knobs with door knobs and staircases, or like keyboards and mobile screens like that. We should use tissues into closed bins. We should seek medical help if you are suffering from any of symptoms likely to having COVID-19. And by the time we are not feeling safe, we should limit our contact with our pets also. And some don'ts also, like don't go to crowded places, don't touch your face, don't be in close contact with others, don't ignore symptoms, don't leave your home if you feel sick, and lastly, don't be panicked. Thank you.
I think, thank you, Ritesh. Only thing is treatment part as a doctor, we are here to treat any patient who are there in the society and in our university and in our circle. Treatment is very simple, only bed rest, supportive care, and just supportive care means paracetamol, anti-inflammatory, antihistaminics, that's it. Nothing else needs to be done for more than 80% of the patient. If you just have a COVID positive from your swab and you are otherwise okay, don't just go for a panic, as Dr. Ritesh very nicely said. I have corona, please admit me. That is not the thing you should seek for. Don't think that if you have corona, you are in unfortunate 2% who actually will succumb to this disease. So you're not going to succumb to the disease. Just stay at home, seek medical consult. We have online platforms. Everyone are actually consulting online. There are few warning symptoms, definitely. Not able to eat or drink, not able to go to washroom because of extreme weakness, puking, or coughing, or any kind of breathing difficulty which you never thought you will have. They are the warning symptoms. If they come, please come to us. Please come to us and we will be able to help you. We have a 55-bedded unit, one of the largest in Ahmedabad for private care, and we are happy to help you. Treatment lines are there, antivirals are there, good supportive care are there, and early timely care at home, followed by, if needed, hospital, makes all of you better. The mortality is actually, as Ritesh rightly said, less than 2%. So over to you, Abhinand and Dr. Namrata ma'am. Over to you. Any questions? We are happy to answer.
Yeah, sir, you have already answered so many questions. I saw very quickly you cleared the entire flood of questions because that is what was expected.
Yeah, because Ritesh was answering, I was free, so I was just.
Yes, sir. So, but only thing is, I don't know whether you have answered for use of ACs, which is not advisable, and especially when the environment is very humid. So, how far the use of AC, you will recommend?
Okay, see, as a chest specialist also, these questions keeps crawling me since last 2 decades. Last 20 years, we've been practicing chest medicine. See, air conditioning is only conditioning the humidity and controlling the temperature. Okay, so humans in India, we will talk only about India, are used to a warm temperature as compared to the Western world, who are used to a cold temperature, cold and dry. So if we evaluate the Western people and we go to cold and dry, means 18 degree, 15 degree, auto mode, lowest degree, then we are harming our respiratory system because we are not used to it. The moment you come out of that part, moment you go to the bathroom, moment you go to the kitchen, moment you go out in your car, then what happens is you suddenly sweat. So you are losing your first line of defense of tackling with differences in temperature by keeping it lowest. So our recommendation for all human beings is keep the temperature above 24 degrees only, never below 24 degrees. If you want cold, you drink something cold, but don't live in cold environment because that's not what Indians are meant for. Because our sun, our humidity, our pollution wants us to be a little warm. So as Dr. Ritesh said, drinking warm water, warm milk, warm coffee will not clear your throat, will burn your throat. We get patients because they have done so much warm gargling, they burn your throat and they get bacterial infection which have been prevalent since years. So air condition above 24 degrees centigrade.
Thank you, sir.
I may like.
Yes, Ritesh, you want to add something?
Yeah.
I may like to add regarding the query of air condition. Actually, the virus spread through respiratory droplets. And one more thing which made panic throughout the world when WHO, more than 200 medical researchers has wrote to WHO that considered and declared it as an airborne too. And this created a lot of panic, but WHO denied it to be an airborne virus. Actually, it can the difference between respiratory droplet and airborne is very transient. When someone sneezes or coughs, the droplets are created, which contain so many of the virus load, and that droplets can't travel more than 1 meter distance actually, can't remain in air for more than 17 minutes actually. But under certain circumstances, like with jets of the AC, or having a face mask with exhalatory valve, which can create a jet of expiration, or certain winds through a high fan, it can travel more than 1 meter and can act as an airborne. So don't use AC if a patient is, if you feel symptomatic, to prevent it from converting from drop side to airborne side.
That's great, sir. You had clarified, how and in which condition, we should use in that. Of course, there is another question, but there was breather in between also amidst all the precautions. That one breather was the mortality rate is a little lower than vis-a-vis the other viruses, we had witnessed, the world has witnessed, that is 3.4. And especially in India, it has come down to 1.74. So it is still lower. And about the herd immunity also, it was great, sir, that we cannot sacrifice 50 crore.
Yeah, ma'am. Even British government started with herd immunity, and then they had to withdraw the statement. If you recall, in May, they had to withdraw the statement. They allowed all the unrestricted areas, but then they had to withdraw the statement because of all hospitals. Dr. Ritesh, 5 crore of ICU admission. None of the world or India is prepared for, as a healthcare.
That was very scary. In fact,
very scary. Yeah, the statistics were very scary.
Yeah. Over to Abhinand, sir.
Yeah, thank you both, Manoj Bhai and Ritesh Bhai, for your precious time in terms of COVID.
Yes.
Before ending, I would like to go through a poll. How did you like, the panelists, about the speaker? I would like Kandarp to go through the poll, because I would like to give a 3 cheers to Manoj Bhai and Ritesh Bhai.
Thank you.
Sir, even I would like to rate, sir.
I'm also doing it.
Please do it.
Self-assessment.
Self-assessment. Then after 5 minutes, 1 minute, probably we'll go through the poll results, and then we'll end. And thank you, Manoj Bhai and Ritesh Bhai, for your precious time. It was a really good, informative session in terms of COVID. And whatever be the information, we'll take it forward. It is going to change the way we think about the COVID.
Yes.
I have to remove it.
Yeah, you have to.
Not keep it in the.
I wanted to do
most
a
of the
practical
time,
on you only.
when the meeting is there, then I'll remove it down this.
But keep it on the side. Keep it on the side.
Yeah, that's it. But definitely, I'm keeping it every Monday to Friday mass. Even Amish Vyas and others, they have started this practice.
Yes. And we are happy to send you the slides, Abhinand. Me and Ritesh have to combine these slides and send it across to you.
Yeah, and the slide will load it on our Indrashil University Facebook page. So who wants to take it, they can go to the Indrashil University Facebook page, like it, give a thumbs up.
Yes.
Thanks. Kandarp, can we go to the poll result?
The best part was that when...
Oh, wow, we have got 80% is right.
78%, very good.
Almost like, apart from 1%, we are 99%.
That's okay. There is a scope of improvement, Abhinand, always. Maybe I started in a wrong language, and then madam, thank you for interrupting me.
So, I must say sorry also at the same time.
No, you don't have to be sorry,
And thank you also. And the best part was when Dr. Ritesh said, that we don't have the immunity passport, which we always, take that with the right food and, with the kind of liquids, we are gulping inside. Every time कि इतना काढ़ा पीते जाएंगे और ये करेंगे तो हम लोग immune हो जाएंगे. So we are not going to be immune proof. We have to be alert. We have to be on toes. And yet, some breathers, some, respite we got, with the mortality rate, you have shared with us.
So one last thing is, we have been talking, but all of us know that it is always in the mind. COVID is not in you, it is in the mind. So one panelist, one question was there, how to take care of the fear. So when you have a fear today or in the night, please close your eyes, go in the corner of the room, wherever you are, close your smartphones, just close your eyes and just be silent. Just let the wave from this corner pass here. Whatever you have heard, maybe your near and dear ones have got COVID. Someone passed away from COVID. Someone whom you were with yesterday and has got COVID today. And you are just very anxious. Just close your eyes. That is how we ask everyone to the Heartfulness meditation app. Heartfulness.org, I have already written there. You can download the app. Just be silent. 5 to 10 minutes of meditation will take care of this fear and stigma of unnecessary panicking and making faults, because fearful mind will only invite disease. Remember this. You will not stand the disease. And before you sleep, all these WhatsApp universities and all these Facebooks, please switch off 1 hour before you sleep. Have a peaceful sleep. That also makes your mind stronger and immunity more, as what we are looking at. Thank you.
Sir, this market of fear is selling like hotcake these days. And that is what, it was good that you have, busted all the myths and do's and don'ts, because we are flooded with all these things. And now over to Yadav sir and Abhinand sir if they want to have a concluding remark.
Okay. Thank you, Namrata. I thank Manoj Singh and also the Gadger. Excellent presentation. I don't think language has a barrier. Huh? Even if you are speaking in Gujarati, it was so simple.
Yes.
Thank you,
I
sir.
can understand non-Gujarati person. So it was excellent presentation. Everything was covered. There is no doubt. And we like thank you for sparing your time and educating our people. So that's. So I think
Yes, sir, would like to reflect something.
Cadila is going to have another one. Marketing people will do, because this has gone for approval to DCGI, Sepsivac.
Yes,
Once it
yes.
comes to DCGI, they will have another webinar about Sepsivac alone.
Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Last
Bye-bye.
Saturday only it had gone to, last Saturday they have filed to DCGI.
Okay.
For clearing the third phase is cleared now.
Okay.
So once they get approval, it will be ready for emergency authorization. So I hope DCGI clears soon.
Sir Abhinandan sir, would you like to add to it? And before we
No,
wrap
thank
up?
you everybody,
Okay.
and thanks for your time for all the participants, and the presentation will be available on our FB page. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
So before we
keep
wrap
safe
up,
distance. There are 3 W. Wear mask, wear distance, and keep the hand safe. You know,
Yes,
when things are as told, you know.
Thank you.
Educate kids also. Thank you.
So officially on behalf of Indrashil University, I thank Dr. Manoj and Dr. Ritesh for sparing their valuable time and sharing with us, busting all the myths and presenting before us the facts, which actually have strengthened us, have given more confidence to us. In fact, all the viewers also will be very, agreeing to the outcomes of this. And I thank Abhinandan sir and Yadav sir who had joined us and have helped us, because Indrashil University is committed towards creating a social awareness and doing service to the mankind in one or the other form. And this is what was the vision of Indrashil University, following the path of Indravardan Modi sir, who was actually visionary and who himself was a philanthropist. So this is what we also have aimed to. And this webinar was in connection to that only. And I thank management also and everyone, all the participants, viewers also, who had viewed this, taken time and have been with us. Till now, I see 91 people, they are there. Some are watching through Facebook also. So thank you so much. We will be with you once again with one more, and many more to come, webinars for the welfare of mankind, for the welfare of society. We are committed with that. So thank you all. Stay home, stay safe. Jai Hind. Namaskar.